you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined.
All by himself down the middle. That's the 50. Still on his feet. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented.
It breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. A quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Get set, get set.
They'll go to the ground. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he marched 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Irwin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The offense changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target to the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line. Set up with a red zone opportunity. The Tigers have moved it inside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Touch pass on the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He's front and could not protect the ball.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's early. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take... to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Spins away from one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to swing it on second down. Punts it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll send the back in motion. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they will score! Touchdown, Tiger!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start a rate.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it...
He's going to let it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Hines is tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. Missed a field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late.
He'll off one deep down the left side. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. second half with a run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And nice job by the defense. Staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And here comes the offense on second down. Here comes the heat. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire, and you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rock and grind to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Connor. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Dogs are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down, now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football.
Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Georgia's offense will have the opening possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sampson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Soft spot in the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll do it himself. Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Bulldogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Quickly out to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Motion from the wideout. The run to the right. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It is said the only constant is change in college football.